Alright everyone, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and the NASCAR Heat 5 My Teen Career Mode series with trucks and Xfinity. So we got Steel Forge Racing and we got Las Vegas coming up. So let's get started. Alright guys, so here's what we got going on. We got $339,000 in the bank. We got a short track car, we got a speedway car, and etc. So let me see here. We're gonna see, can we do any more upgrades? We can do some upgrades. They'll be fairly cheap to do, so it wouldn't cost a whole lot. So we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna skip on Arrow. Arrow doesn't need a whole lot of stuff, but let me see, do we have, okay, so everybody is as they should be, so we're kind of maxed out on the people that we can hire, so we'll leave it at that then. What we will do is we're going to get all of these guys working here, so we have a 85-85, or 85-80-85 truck, ready to go to Las Vegas. We're going to keep the current scheme, but we will be changing it throughout the season, so we're going to go ahead and get these people working. So there we go. So we didn't spend any money this time around, so that is very, very good. And we are going to Las Vegas with this very good speedway truck. So luckily we got a lot of speedways to start off, so that gives us some time to make up some money. And let's head to the track here. Alright, here we are at Las Vegas, and to stay true to how we've been running, no practice, no qualifying. That way we get straight into the race and right into the action. I'm going to check my setup here though. Let's see, front wedge, left weight, I think that's about right. Up, let's see here, there we go. Change the front sway bar just a little bit, and that should hopefully help with the steering, but we're going to see. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we got Joe Nemechek. He had a transmission replacement. We have Tate Fogelman, who has failed the pre-race inspection. And we have Sheldon Creed up in the #1 position. So, let's go. Let me get my audio in my ear. Down a little bit lower. There we go. I need a little bit higher than that. And here we go, racing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We got the Hominator next to us. That's actually the name on the door. I knew that was a nickname, but I didn't know they had actually put it on the truck doors. I never really read that, so that's pretty cool. Alright, my view seems a bit weird. Hold on. There we go. So for trucks, when you're in the trucks in this game, you definitely want to be on just the hood view. You don't want to be on like the roof cam. But the roof cam is definitely good for the Xfinity and Cup cars. But yeah, when you want a really nice close look at all the cars, the hood cam is the best to go with. So just keep that in mind when you're racing. If you like a little bit of a closer look, but not super close. This is like, actually it's more like right on the windshield is where this camera's location is. We got Sheldon Creed still leading. We are making up some positions. Truck feels good. Here comes Joe Nemechek. He's got that, oh wow, he's got that transmission in it, and it is shifting good around here. Wow, must have changed out a gear in the transmission too, is what I'd expect. She's going right on up there. My truck feels a little bit tight going into the turn. You see, it's kind of bouncing, so I'm getting not getting a whole lot of vibration from the controller, but just visually, you can kind of see that the tires kind of hopping. I think it's the rear tires. So not quite sure what to do on that one. I haven't played in a while, so I don't remember if I need to go up on the wedge or down on the wedge to fix that. I need Larry McReynolds. Where's Larry McReynolds? He actually used to show that. It's like a lot on Fox, whenever they talk about the adjusting the wedge or the track bar, he'd actually show when you add wedge, which way it goes, and when you take away wedge, what it happens. And it was like, oh wow, that's really cool, and that helped me out when I was racing on here a bit, but unfortunately, I haven't seen Larry McReynolds do that for a while. Looks like somebody's smoking. We're getting all bunched up down here. I'm going down over here. There we go. Going on past the slow group. Not sure who's smoking there. But yeah, the truck definitely needs, let's see here. Okay, yeah, so, oh yeah, and the front right tire, that's wearing out. Yeah, there's some weird, I'm getting some weird front end, rear end feel to it. So you see right there, so it's leaning, yeah, so the setup's leaning towards the front, not towards the back. And so I'm needing I needed to be a little bit looser so I can get a little bit more rear end swing out into the turns, and I'm not getting that. It's a pretty stiff truck, so that's what's going on there. So we're gonna come 18th in this stage. Not bad, not bad. From starting all the way in the back. With some better equipment, we could probably move forward a little bit faster, but we're a new team, so I'll expect it. So let me see here. Let's see. Here we go. Tape's fine. So we're talking about the right rear and the right front. I'm gonna go down on the wedge a little bit and see if that does anything. We're gonna find out. I think I'm wanting to go up on the wedge, but I don't remember. So we lost 3 positions. Somebody lost 13. I didn't see who that was though. Okay, so truck feels fairly decent right there. Going into the corner is going to be the biggest. We got 7 laps in this stage. Got somebody coming up. Who is that? The O2 truck. Yeah, I like this, people, because so you see, like, the first few laps you get the nice super speedway racing, which I enjoy. But then once you get past the first few laps, you get that nice string out, which, I mean, obviously we don't really like the string out necessarily because of how nobody can really pass anybody once you get strung out, but that's what the real NASCAR racing is, and so it's just kind of nice to know for sure in like this game that's actually there, whereas NASCAR 21, it's just super speedway racing, and yeah, it's weird. It's like, it's not super speedway racing all the time, it's only for the first few laps, so I'm not sure why they haven't messed up in that game the way it is. By the way, if you're watching this, you know that in patch 3 is out. There's still no stages, so stages is still not in the game, the basic game. The NASCAR stages, whether you like them or not, the realistic race format of the sport of which the game is supposed to be, is not in this stinking game. So, yeah. The only reason the game is worth anything is the paint booth, people. That's really all it is. There's no worth in the game whatsoever other than the paint booth. So that's why we do this. You should be able to check out the video of that, of me testing out the new patch and going over like the patch notes and the other stuff. I'll have that pop up here. Whether somewhere, it'll be somewhere, either in the tags. It'll pop up tags, or be in like the suggested video afterwards, so check for that. Okay, so now I need to get back to what my truck's doing here. So it feels a little bit looser. I'm not getting that weird hop. Okay, yeah, so the wear is better. So we're still getting a lot of wear in the front, but I'm not getting that weird hops. Let's see, well, I'm getting a little bit. Yeah, it's not nearly as bad though, so I think we need to go farther down on the wedge. To really get a good, because I really want the rear end to slide. I want the rear end to slide out a little bit. As we got a truck spinning, caution is out. Grant and Finger coming to a rest on the track. Alrighty, so we are going to do our normal 4 tires, and we're going to go down farther on the wedge. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, because if you can go too far on the wedge. Let me see here. We're going to bump the rear ends up a little bit, because I do want some sliding action. So we're going to see if that can help. I do want the rear end to be loose, because that just helps me. It helps me better in the corners. It really does. It's kind of weird. But the looser the truck is, the more tire slide I have in the corners, the better the truck drives for me. That's my own personal style. It drives better. I get more speed. I can turn the apex a little bit better if I got a looser rear end than having a tight truck all the way around. So, alright, so see, I can feel, let's see, right here. So on the bottom, probably need to be a little bit looser, but it feels, let's see here. Okay, that feels a little bit looser in the rear end. That's more of what I'm wanting. Ah. Now we got more wheel hop. Okay, so we went the wrong way on the adjustments. And see, that's one thing that I'm not sure about NASCAR Heat 5 is, does the truck change? Does the way the trucks and cars drive change when it becomes nightfall? I don't know if they have that factored in or not. I think it is, just because of how weird the truck sometimes seems after a bit of an adjustment. Once you get to the night stage, it does seem like it drives totally different. So I'm really not sure if they have that like factored into the game. So I really don't know. But it definitely seems like it is. So, anyways, that was interesting. Okay, so what do we got going on? We got 16 laps in this race remaining. We also have 9 laps of fuel remaining, and we're definitely going to have to take at least right side tires for sure. So, that's where we are at there. Alright, I've got to figure out a new line because I'm losing speed here. So, we're going to play around here, see what kind of lines we can run. See if we can. So I'm gonna like let off the throttle here. A little bit more. Okay, so we're driving away from these guys, so we hit the corner correctly. Okay, so we need to do some more just gliding basically into the corner. My mouth is. I need a drink of coffee. Oh yeah, warm coffee. By the way, guys, if you can't tell, I'm always drinking coffee. That's because it is morning. Because I always film this stuff in the morning. And you say, why is that? Just how my schedule works, people. It's the best time for me to record. I know a lot of guys do it at night. And I'm glad they can stay up late and do that, because then I get to wake up in the morning and kind of peruse some of the stuff before I get started. But yeah, whenever I'm recording, it's almost always in the morning, because that's when my voice is usually the best, feel wise, but also just my projection works a little bit better, but also mind wise, I'm just a little bit more awake, and I can have a warm cup of coffee sitting right here instead of like water. I guess I could drink coffee later into the night, but if I'm recording anything at night, I will never be drinking coffee, because as soon as I'm done, I don't want any caffeine in my system, because I want to go straight to the night. Because it's like all the Krabbies have gone night, so that's how that one works. That was hilarious. Nice callback. Cars 3. Great on the callbacks. They did a good job on those. So far we haven't encountered the school bus of death in any of this, so that's nice. I don't know. I think NASCAR 21 Ignition, technically that is the school bus of death. That is, yeah. That is like the worst. Okay, so we'll see that we're kind of, we gotta, this is going to change up things. Where are you at? Ah! Man. Man. That was terrible, people. So DNF. Luckily it took 2 hits before we DNF'd, which is why I put the damage on light because of that. But wow, that was hard, people. That was hard. It's like I couldn't see where it was. Now that is a perfect example of when the caution has to come out. But luckily I do have it on relax, so it makes it a little bit better for like super speedway racing and stuff like that. But still, wow. Wow, I like the unpredictability. That was good. That was good. Instead of the giant pile of cars that just line the road in front of my path. That is nice. Okay, well that was, you know, I didn't like the DNFs. Oh wow, I have momentum. Nice. I didn't like, okay, we get speed boost, blah, blah, blah. I didn't like the DNFs when it first came out in the game, but, they did fix the parameters, and with the light damage, it works out perfectly. I mean, it is a really, really fun little piece of the game. It really makes it what it is. Okay, so we cannot buy a new car, so we have to run our entire schedule here with speedway cars. Okay, so that's what we got going on. We cannot hire anybody else, so I need you to work. I need you to work, I need you to go to work, and I need you to work. So we're going to have a pretty bad car, but hopefully we can get the setup done. So there we go. Those people are working. Same paint scheme for this race as well. And we will probably, let's see, what game do we have? What game? Good night. What race do we have next? We have Auto Club, and we have LS. Okay, we'll probably change it for one of those. But let's head on out to Las Vegas. Alright, here we are at Las Vegas. So we are going, alright, so I have the car here. And we're going to go loose, but what we're going to do is now I'm going to take a look at this, because this changes the setup here. Well, it's supposed to anyways. Okay, I don't see anything much different from the... Okay, we're gonna hope... Yeah, it went all the way tight, so I need a car that's loose going into this. We're gonna do a qualifying run here, guys, just because I want to feel how this car runs here. So, let's see, let me get to my preferred view. There we go. I always love this gecko sign at this track, because it always looks like it's been like burnt to a crisp, which I think it actually was, if I remember correctly, because it seems like they had a race before all the cars got here. I'm not sure which race it was, but if I remember correctly, because there was a car crashed and there was so much fuel, it actually caused the sign to burn. That might be somewhere else I'm thinking of, but I think I remember that. But I don't remember. But definitely here, anyways, it looks like it's more of a sunburn aspect to the billboard than anything else. I'm not sure if it gets fixed like at night. I'll have to take a closer look at it here as we get the racing done. Okay, so car still feels pretty stiff here, which I don't mind, but I definitely want a little bit more of a loosey-goosey car here. So let's see, there we go. 35th, about where I expected. So it wasn't really for a real good qualifying run. So I want a much looser car. So we're going all the way loose. We have thrown the kitchen sink at this car for this race, people. So Austin Hill, Josh Chastain, and Ray Black, they've all failed the pre-race inspection. Alrighty, here we go, people. We got 10 laps in this stage, and we have 13 laps of fuel. Alright, I'm trying to feel how the car's running here. Okay, it feels a lot lighter and nimbler, so that's a good thing. We got him to the outside. I'm gonna try and make okay. I'm gonna have to back off. Go in the middle. I'm gonna slide back a little bit here, position-wise. Woo! Tight. Reason why you don't run 3 wide, people. There's a reason why you don't do it 4 wide, for that matter. You don't run 4 wide either. And running up the track, so that's one thing with the looser race car for an Xfinity is you will run up the track a little bit more than with a tighter car. So that is one thing you do have to consider with that. So the truck drives a little bit more like a cup car, and that's both in real life and in this particular game. And so the Xfinity car has always been kind of weird to me. I don't know. It drives so different from either the truck or the cup. It's like, honestly, when you think about between the two, between all three, the Xfinity car is the hardest car for me to drive. And I'm not totally sure why that is. I'm not sure if there's like what aero package they've applied to this car. I'm not totally sure on how all that works, but I definitely know that this is the hardest car for me to drive in this game. So the speedways we're not going to be good at for a while until we can get our equipment to really get upgraded here. And I've never been good at Las Vegas anyways, per se, so that's not helping me out here as well. Once we get to Homestead, though, we might have a better chance. Hopefully we don't DNF, though. But man, that was a hard hit in the trucks. Woo! We got checked out at the health center, and told I was all good for this race, so that's good. But yeah, that was very hard. And see, that's good, because with the smoke from with this game, I mean, sure, it's not the best looking smoke or debris or mist per se, but it obscured the view so much that I couldn't see where the car was. That is actually really good, because that's an actual issue that you have on track. Okay, so we see the tires have worn a little bit in the rear, so now I'm getting a little bit of drift back there, so that's actually helping me out. Okay, so that's good. But if NASCAR 21, I mean, you really don't have much. Woo, I'm fast. Sorry about that, mate. Yeah, you're just going slow. I'm up right on you. It really isn't that obstructive when you do have smoke. Okay, we got another car with an issue up here. Gotta watch him. Yeah, look at that. The car's turning the apex better now. Now, one thing is that with it right in this edge of loose, as those tires wear out, I've got to pay very close attention to my controller input here. Yeah, you say, woo, I almost lost it. Put too much input and almost lost it. That would have been very bad. Yep, lost it. I lost it. And no caution. Totally unrealistic there, but hey, whatever. But yeah, I totally lost control. So we need to tighten up our settings. I'll have to take a look at that for a pit stop, see where we're at. Because I needed to be loose, but somehow, yeah. So we went too far with the kitchen sink. So we needed to have just we just needed a much smaller than a kitchen sink. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Anyways, but we needed to have not gone as far as the team did. So just knee-jerk reaction there from myself and the team trying to get this car to move, and it's gonna end up biting us here as the race goes on, unless we get some stage track change going on. Yeah, so look at that. Temps running up on the tires. Woo! Ah! Yep. Well, one was totally not my fault. That one, That was a setup fault. So I'll take the blame on that one. So okie dokie. Well, that did not go well. That did not go well at all. That's going to hurt us monetarily wise, because we didn't get much income from either of those races doing that. But since, oh, look at that. But since we raced clean, we got momentum, because I forgot about that wonderful, strange part of the game. But hey, it works. I mean, I will not begrudge a 10% speed boost, whatever that really means. I don't know what that means, but it works great. So, why, thank you, Noah Gregson. I love those comments. It's like, oh, such a clean race. Yeah, because I wasn't on the track. Let me see where we're at. Well, we might as well try Auto Club here and see how far we can go with it. There we go. And we're going to get you to work on that car there. Alrighty, so we are going to go. There we go. Get all that done. Good. We're going to get our car, and we're going to go to Auto Club here, and hopefully have a much cleaner race. We are going to not throw the kitchen sink at the car. That will help. Alrighty, here we are at Auto Club, so no qualifying, no practice, because, well, we lost the car, and so we have to kind of cut back on some costs here. So we are going to go a little bit to the loose from the tight, and we're going to try it out. So another one of the tracks I'm not so good at, but if we can just finish the race without DNFing at this point would be good. Chase Briscoe has won the pole, engine change, and gave up qualifying position for new tires on Josh Williams. Very good. You guys made a good choice on that one. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, we got 8 laps in stage 1 here. Sliding up check. Yep. Oh wow, we're getting some major pushing. Gotta let out the throttle in these turns, or else we go sailing. Mark Almond giving us a little nudge. Alright, so we need to hold off on the throttle a bit more. There we go. Almost a bump and run from Mike Harmon, as gave us a little push and kind of stripped us out of the way. Alright, we're going to go in. Not going full way on throttle, full way on throttle, now we're full way. Alright, so there we go. So I need to be going into the turn off throttle. Need to come back on pot throttle, and then we got to accelerate at the right time to get a good run. So now this is another thing, I've never really learned how to drive this track. So there we go. Add a little bit of throttle there, and we're gonna go full throttle. So see, he had better grip. Hill did here, so I was able to stay in front of me, but I got the accelerator down first. So while he had the run for sure, I was able to start moving up some. So let's see, pot throttle here. So we're staying on pot throttle, and we're going. So we're not moving a whole lot by doing that, but we're driving a little bit better as we get a nice push here from the 08 car. Thank you, sir. Alright, so throttle. There we go. Continue to get the push. He's pushing us out of the way. There we go. So yeah, they have corner speed. I have street speed, so that's interesting. All right, there we go. That was a good turn. That cannot speak for anything today. Good now. Tongues. Need to do tongue exercises in the morning. Need to start working on that. I cannot do the turn. Or did the turn good. There we go. Oh wow. Oh, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. That would have been bad, 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 bad. Oh! Collected another guy. Ow. Now, that was going to be very, 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 very bad there if we got caught up in that. Ooh. No caution on that. We'll have to... Oh, that's another thing, is that it does sometimes change the settings. Not very often. I think it usually does when you change modes, so I think I'll have to double check that, but there is a glitch still where it will change the race settings, so I do have to go and like double check that a little bit. Okay, tires getting worn, so I'm heading up the track more and more here. So I gotta keep an eyeball on that. Got a beautiful water bucket call coming up on your right. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. Got the full car pinching us down here. We're going down. Well, okay, so with the tires worn, we're able to get a much better drive off the turn. Looks like somebody's pitting already. Not sure if that's a mechanical issue or not. We had one person hit the wall, so that was one guy there. We're moving up pretty good. So tires are starting to get a little bit on the dicey side. So 4 brand new tires will be a good idea. Not sure if people are pitting or not. Car coming back off of pit road, got another car coming to pit road, so that's going to be 2 different cars there. Not sure if it's mechanical issues or just like blown tires or something. And we got a wreck. Oh, flying cars, flying cars. Alrighty, so we are going to go full on there, and I think we're good on that. Alright, we lost 6 positions. That's basically to be expected with our current pit equipment, so we're going to have to update that for pit crew's sakes and ours, as we're getting demolished here. Going to have to block both lanes here. So that's a lot of positions we just lost for not much of an apparent reason. Oh, and I forgot this. So this stage is 6 laps. This one's shorter. So now that we kind of learned how to do the turns here, really try and dig home on those and see what we can do. Got a little bit of damage on the hood. That's from the collision after the caution, so no actual damage on the car, which is nice. Common giving us a push here. Thank you, sir. At 5 laps remaining, and we got 9 laps of fuel as well. Yeah, so beginning of the run, the car is extremely tight. End of the run, the car gets extremely loose. So, oh wow, we got some fog or haze kind of rolling in. That's interesting. Huh. Must be all those wildfires. Would help if you actually like watered your forest and did some brush clearing, but I don't know. I don't know. You do have to do a little bit of work to keep forests from burning down, though. You know, it's like you do have to do like controlled burns and brush clearing and other stuff just to one, keep the forest healthy without having to have a forest fire, and two, just to reduce how much of a forest fire you have. So, but hey, it's a big state, and a lot of dumb politicians that don't think. So there you go. A lot of great people though. Politicians are definitely somewhat nuts over here. Also, whoever owns this place and thinks that turning it into a short track when you have a giant facility like this that you can make movies on and stuff like that, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. That sounds kind of dumb to me too. It's like, how big this track is, you can put the short track inside of the infield and have a multi-purpose sport complex and still be able to use all of it. But that's my thought. I think it's for this year. I think it's still on the same. Yeah, because they haven't changed it yet. So, I don't know why they wanted to change it to a short track. Anyways, it didn't make much sense to me. I know they need more short tracks, but you got plenty of old short tracks that you could invest in and get set up for it. But whatever. I mean, you have a short track right here in Florida. Plenty of them. You got Freedom Factory, owned by Cletus Buffon. You got New Smyrna Speedway. You got Bradenton. Well, not Bradenton. Bronson. One of those. But there's a lot of short tracks that you could use just in Florida alone. I mean, if you needed to have more short tracks on the schedule, I mean, you have North Wilkesboro you need to invest in. Nashville Fairgrounds invest in. So, I mean, there's stuff you can do. You don't have to totally demolish a racetrack to rebuild it into a short track, just like you don't need to demolish a speedway into a super speedway. It just doesn't make much sense. Alright, so car is doing pretty good here. We're definitely not getting much further. Like, we're probably not gonna finish in the top 15 would be my best guess. But we might be able to get into like the lower teens and the top 20, hopefully here. Ah! And caution. I'm gonna pit here, gonna get our fuel, gonna get our tires. Really not much I can do setup wise to make it get better. Lost another 6 positions again. I'm not sure how long this run's gonna be. It's gonna be kinda interesting. Underwater welding. Underwater welding. I never thought of such a thing. Makes sense though, but I've never in my life ever thought of welding underwater. That's amazing. That's very, very cool. To whoever does that and has a job and works hard to do that, whatever that I don't know what you'd be welding underwater, honestly. Pipelines, I guess. Thank you for doing that and being in a suit underwater and welding somehow. That's I cannot wrap my mind around that. I know it's possible, but I cannot wrap my mind around that right now. That's amazing. That is amazing. In all of my time playing this game, I never read what was on that car. Wow. That is nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, the brain is, as I'm finding more positions here, my brain is still trying to comprehend that. That's nuts. That's nuts. Full wide. That was crazy. Yeah. Oh wow. Everybody's just going past. What is this? So everybody like put extra tape on their car? What do we got going on here? I don't know. car is definitely slower and stiffer in the first part of the run, gets much better later on in the run. So that's just the story of this car's racing career here. Felt pretty good there, so that's nice. We got, yeah, we gotta talk pitting strategy, because barring any cautions, we have 6 laps of fuel remaining, and we have, we're in lap 23 of 38, so we're definitely gonna have to pit at least once, as I kind of hit Mills here. Sorry about that, dude. Just trying to get my car to move here. So let's see here, we got... have the ticker, and we got 15 laps remaining, 6 laps of fuel remaining, so we'll end up with having, I think it's like 12 laps of fuel is what we end up with. So one thing we know is that we got to pit earlier rather than later as I wash up into David's star. Sorry about that, sir. I wish I could have won some of your Whataburger Yeti cooler mugs or whatever they're called. Canteens. I don't know. And we got a caution, so that's going to change things up. We are going to take right side tires. We're going to take a fuel tank of gas, and we're going to pit. That has gained us 11 positions. When position number 13, we got right side tires only. And we have, coming to the line, lap 27. We have 11 laps remaining, and we have 10 laps of fuel. Ooh boy, so barring cautions, which isn't very likely in this game, but is possible at all costs, as I wash up the track like a maniac. Sorry about that to everyone. I cannot control a car that goes towards the wall, as we race 3 wide here for no apparent reason. Oh wow, yeah, there's... Oh no, sorry. Oh no, there goes Ryan C. Oh, there's more wrecking. Sorry about that, everyone. Caution, no caution. Okay, we have no caution. Alright, so we're gonna keep on racing here. Yay! I'm so very sorry about that. Car did not move. Very sorry about that to Mr. Ryan C. As I wash up again. Yeah, I cannot. Our car is garbage. I'm sorry, everyone. I should have just taken 4 tires and taken the L. I'm sorry. Oh, we got a car. Ooh. Oh, wow. He saved it. He saved it. That man was sideways. He saved it. He did my best Michael Waltrip. My best Michael Waltrip impression. Oh, he saved it there. Give me a bag of tacos so I can spill some lettuce on Denny Hamlin's car. Yeah. Oh, almost into the wall. Oh, into. Ooh. Okay, we all straightened out there. Good night. That was close. That was really close, boys. Woo. So we've gone from 13th to 29th. That's how you say not good. Very not good. We got just a few laps remaining here, but yeah, this car is not moving anywhere towards the front today, I don't think. Well, now we're moving to the front. Now that everyone's slowed down. That's the other thing. You gotta think. There's the tire wear for you with how it works in the AI tire wear, and so they might be ending like because AI in this game are always good on the short run. They're always good on the short run. The car that you're driving, setup-wise, tire-wise, is almost always good for the long run. Is what I've found, anyways. So, just like tire wear, grip-wise, as I try to cough again here. Good night. Can't stop coughing. Get another sip of coffee. Oh, that's good. Alright, so we are back. Racing. We have 6 laps remaining here. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Which is going to be interesting, because none of these AI will be able to make it. Oh yeah, so what I'm doing going full throttle, I don't know. So we're going to cut back on the throttle here. We are going to ride a little bit. And we're going to see if we can't save a lap of fuel. So pop that up there. Because we need a whole lap of fuel here that we don't currently have. Because the AI should not be able to make it here. We are at 5 laps remaining. We have 4 laps of fuel. So when I come back around, yeah, so we need to save a lot more fuel here. We have a lot more off-throttle time. Be very light on the throttle. We'll really work on some drafting here. Well, except that no Gregson keeps getting in my way. Look at that. So see, look at that. No Gregson. Watch the AI of no Gregson. Oh, well, we have. Oh, ooh, ooh, oh. Ah! Oh, that was so close. That was so close. That was so close. So we are still saving our fuel here. Need to get back up to 4th gear. There we go. Save the fuel some more here. We have 4 laps remaining, 3 laps of fuel. So we are trying to save our fuel here as people are coming to pit road. So everybody's getting kind of strung out now. Anybody to my outside? Nope. Okay, we're gonna try and get up behind David Starr here, get some draft help. There we go. We got some draft help from No Gregson too. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Everyone's coming to pit road except for just now, Guyer. So we are keeping. I'm trying to save as much fuel as I can. We are barely on the throttle at all. Just saving us some tire and stuff. So there's the fuel warning right there. See who's behind us. We got Daniel Hemrick. I'm just trying to save fuel. Trying to save as much fuel as I can here. One lap, 2 laps to go. I don't think we're gonna make it. Alrighty. I'm not gonna make that. Oh, it might if we use the speed here. Let's see. I'm watching the one. I'm gonna try, people. Ah, there it went. Now hold the throttle down all the way. I'll be off throttle throughout the turn. I'm throwing all the way through the back as much as possible here. I need someone to bring out a caution! That's to be me! Ah! No one! No! No one! Please! Ah! I got his back. Ah! Ah! Please! No! I need this good win position. Please! Ah! Alright, well that was dirty, but hey. We got a 7th place finish out of that. That was ridiculous. One thing I will say is that the cars when they run out of fuel, they definitely don't have a very good roll distance. Like you see, like the Cup cars and others, they have a really good roll distance of how long they can go even once they're out of fuel, but you really don't have a very good yeah, it's interesting. So there we go. Let's see. So top finisher Austin, Cindric, Harrison Burton, and Chase Briscoe, and Brandon Brown again with a top 5 appearance. Good for him. So there we go. That's a good finish. Got some good cash out of that as well. We got a fairly beat up race car there. Oh, actually smooth driving. Okay, well, wow, that's kind of cool. And we got a payout. So I mean that's even better. So I mean, very good. We actually did what we needed to do. So we're going to try for 3 top 25s again then. So alright, we got we're going to be racing again here with the Xfinity Series. Let's see who won the last race. So the winner of Las Vegas in the Xfinity Series was Riley Herbst. Change the series. Change series. Change series. There we go. Go back. Where's my truck series? There we go. Winner at Las Vegas for the truck series was Jordan Anderson. Yeah! Awesome. Alrighty. So that is how that is working. So, alrighty guys. Thanks for watching. We're going to see you here next time in NASCAR Heat 5 My Team Career Mode as we race the truck series in Xfinity. Bye-bye.